Good day, Ma'am Sir. I'm Jhomar Bustria from BIT23, and we are about to present the clinic monitoring system and database that we developed. And now, I will discuss the key component of brief history of our clinic. To our survey, which is health and wellness are one of the top priority of De La Salle University, Dasmariñas. And according to Nurse Elsa Mercado, last 1993 is adjacent the Mill CR at GMH building and now is WC office. And we have 3 different clinic which is ACE Campus, WIS Campus, and Ugnayan La Salle. For the high school department are separate the clinic facility. The description of our project, a relational database will be used for the system that monitor both the medicine count and diagnosis record of staff, student, and faculty. It will help to accurately measure the supply of the medical drug around the 3 campus clinic. Then the nature of system or the transaction processing system, according to Nurse Elsa Mercado, the clinic up to now is still using the traditional logbook approach when it comes to recording the medicine they give to individuals that ask for the drugs. And every month, they also use Microsoft Excel to tally the data from the logbook to create a monthly report of the medicine flow for ACE, WIS, and main clinic. And for the importance of all data, the clinic data is important to the La Salle community well-being. Proper medicine, prescription, and proper diagnosis data are essential for the life. And that's all. Thank you.
Let's talk about the architecture of the system. In this chapter, we'll be discussing the flow of the system and its data. So our system architecture is divided in 3 clients that is in different locations, namely the East Clinic, the West Clinic, and the main clinic. The conceptual level or the clinic view form are visible and usable within these clinics. On the other hand, system administrator and database administrators will be in charge of updating and maintaining the system without viewing the confidential data in the database. The structure of the clinic monitoring system will be having a 2-tier database, where clinic can use some information directly from the database. Data will be directly sent to the database once the clinic input a record, and each clinic will be installed with front-end database. However, back-end database will be installed in the main clinic, and that is the clinic system architecture.
Hi, I'm Lloyd. On our data model, we have the fully attributed data models, the ARD, and the relational database model. A fully attributed data models contains of detailed attributes, their descriptions for every entity within it. Example, the entity clinic personnel. It composed of some attributes that may identify, usually their name, address, and contact number. Here in fully attributed data model shows the details of it, that the clinic per ID is an integer, a number, with a primary key, showing that was his or her unique identifier. And the clinic per name, address, and contact numbers consists of number of character, which is 255, where the user can input a maximum of 255 characters. Here on our relational database model, we talk about the relation of each table. First, in clinic personnel, we already know the attributes was the identifier for himself. Usually, the clinic personnel has a name, address, and contact number. In clinic personnel and diagnosis, their relationship created some association of clinic record. The clinic personnel have a clinic record, records the diagnose for their patients. The clinic record notes the diagnosis, and the diagnosis composed of clinic location, treatment details, and date of the diagnosis of their patients. Also, the diagnosis may give some medicine record, counting the quantity of the medicine with a name, detail, and stock. Medicine record has a medicine. So let's back to diagnosis. The diagnosis involves of patients. Here, we talk about this was a enhanced entity relationship diagram. Here in relational database models, it already convert into relational model. So in the patient, it composed of patient name, address, contact, and patient type. I think here the clinic personnel writing some patient details, their name, address, and contact number. They just knowing the type, what was the patient. It was the student, faculty, or staff. So here, this was the simplified version of fully attributed data model that it can be easily understand, and we see the relation of it.
I will be explaining now the normalization of our database. Our database have a total of 8 tables, and we normalized it up to third normal form. We made sure that there is no multi-valued attributes, transitive dependencies, and partial dependencies to avoid inconsistencies in the database. The clinic table contains the basic information of the clinic personnel, like name and contact number, while patient table contains also the basic information of the patient, like name and contact number and address. There are several types of patient type, so we made a table for each type. There's staff patient table, faculty patient table, and student patient table. Now, the diagnosis table contains the clinic location, treatment details, and treatment date. Medicine record table contains the quantity of medicine that has been administered to the patient, while the medicine table contains the medicine name, medicine stock, and medicine details. That's all.
Security. Here, there's two types of security, roles and privilege. In roles, we define all the user and their corresponding roles in the database.
In the privileges, clinic staff and database admin are the only people who is allowed to have access in the database. They have full control in the database. They can create, alter, drop, read, update, insert, and select in the database.
Hi, I'm going to teach you how you will use the application. First, go to Access. Then in the suggested searches, click Database. Then press Option. Then click Trust Center. Then click Trust Center Settings. And click Macro Settings. And enable all macros, because our application is using macros. Then press OK. Then open the application. In the username tab, type user. In the password tab, type user 123. In this window, you will see a add record button, save record button, and 2 navigation buttons. This one is for next record. This one is for previous record. If you want to add a new record, just create just input some data in these sections, then press add record. If you want to update some data or records, go to an existing record and change the things you need to change. Then press save record. And that's it.
Hi, this is Christian and we're gonna talk more about our Access database. As you can see here, besides form, you can edit certain values in the view. You can read, edit, or even update certain values here. But this is our relationship layout for the whole database. It's the representation of ERD model in Access. Now, as you can see, this is the queries. We created a lot of queries with different purpose. It is solely based on the clinic location and the patient type. As I click one here, this is for the stop medicine consumption in the main clinic. When a staff gets medicine in the main clinic, here is the summary of that record for a month. As I click here in the SQL view, you can see that the query date here is between April 1, 2020 and April 30, 2020, which indicates a full month of April. While these ones are the reports. It is the final chunk of the database. It is the product of queries here. Now, as you can see, in this monthly medicine consumption, now all of these reports are solely based on the Excel file that Ma'am Elsie gave us. As you can see here, all three clinics are divided into more particular demographics, faculty, staff, and students, and the total. And this particular report is the one that they give to the purchasing committee to know whether certain medicine should be restocked. Now, these reports have parts. As you can see here, it is the total number of consumption of a certain medicine called Alaxan FR. Now, the date here is when the report is created. Now, these monthly reports can be updated when a certain data in the table have changed. As you can see here, in the Broxol tablet, there is 3 consumption. But if we add more to that and make it 4, in a certain diagnosis, it can function, it can be updated. As you can see here. That's about it. We personally believe that the clinic can use this stuff to have a far more accurate records compared to the logbooks. But we also know that there is more development to do to fully function and make our system distributable within the network. Thank you and stay safe.